One, two, three. Hello everyone and welcome to GRUNND. This is a game I found on a Game Jam website just as I was browsing, as I occasionally do. And it looks really good. It's just a demo at the moment, so usual disclaimer, it may not be done or things are subject to change. But the art style looks really interesting, and also the music, which would have just kicked in the background, feels really sinister and ominous, and it's such a beautiful piece. I've been listening to it just while starting sort of the setup for the recording, and it's really beautiful. But I've never played it before. I literally just started it briefly just to see what's going on and see if the recording would work. So let's start a new game here. I don't know what to expect. I really don't.
It was an awkward feeling, like the one you have when you've lost your wallet, but without that inner pain, as if someone has punched you in the stomach. To fall asleep on the train is one thing, but to jump out of the empty wagon onto an unknown station, just to find yourself practically in the middle of nowhere, that's a bit too much.
Okay, wow, this is a pretty game. We can interact with something up here. Maybe the bell? It seems that there's no train coming just yet. Can we interact with this at all? Maybe not. Let's keep on moving down and see what else we find. Okay, so we're at the station.
Our hero looked around. A pretty eerie feeling came from this place. There's a lonely ticket booth down the hill and a dark path into the woods. Not the best place to get stranded.
I agree.
Good evening.
Let's be polite. Good evening. I am afraid I overslept on the train. Where am I exactly?
Did you know? Nothing has changed. Place is called Bytown.
This is called Bytown. I'm afraid I've never been here, and my visit will be short. When is the next train back to the city coming?
The next train will not be here anytime soon. I don't see anything on my schedule, but I'll receive a fresh one in the morning. My best bet would be to wait for the morning and see what's what with a fresh view on things. Everyone benefits when the morning comes.
What do you
Just
suggest?
follow the path through the woods. There's an establishment. At this moment, I cannot share anything more with you, I'm afraid. Just don't take any shortcuts.
Rather sinister ticket master. And clearly something is not quite right about this place we've landed in Bytown. We take a slow, ominous walk through the woods. So we see our character seems fairly downtrodden,
A
perhaps down on his
somewhat
luck.
unpleasant shiver ran down his spine. This place was not right. That silhouette of a building. What do you call a feeling of a pain if you don't feel any?
Okay, so we see the silhouette in the background, and clearly the character is going through some things, or he's got some stuff weighing on his mind. We can keep on pushing here towards the bar, and there's a barkeep here. It's a rather strange place for a bar. Let's speak to him. Good evening.
Do I look like a tobacconist? Does it look like a damn tobacco stand?
Sir, there's no need to be rude. I can see perfectly well where
There's
I'm at.
no reason to come into a bar and play a dancing pole. Sit.
I fell asleep on this train, and I've never been here. What is this place?
Train? Well, just your regular small town, I guess. Apart from some oddballs.
Oddballs?
Stories, mostly. Superstitious gibberish.
I have no idea where to go. What's my
To
options?
buy a drink.
Okay.
Just go back to the station and ask the guy. There might be a place.
How far is the city from
City?
here?
I don't know nothing about the city. Everywhere's the same, if you ask me. In the end, there's always shit. Mate, if you want to live here, you have to mind your business. And I intend to do that. And you should too.
I don't intend to live here. I want to go home. I want to go back to the city where I live. Can't you just
No.
tell me now?
As I said, I mind my own business. There's an inn. You can find a place to stay, but you have to ask about it at the station. That's it.
I hope you'll still be there then.
Don't make that face. And be careful with the numbers, lady. You know, just in case.
Okay, so everyone's pretty unfriendly here, it seems. Can't interact with that door. So Tom the barkeep is also not very friendly. Or he just doesn't... He doesn't want to talk to anyone,
And
really.
you never know which is better. A polite man who never says anything to you, or a rude one who tells you right off.
Absolutely, I mean, we've dealt with the barman who's clearly not all too fond of strangers, and then the Ticketmaster who's pretty ominous, all things considered. Yeah, it's interesting. One thing I would say is that very occasionally the player character stops moving. I don't know if that's an intentional game design or what, but of course this is still a demo.
Evening. What is it now? Second? Third time? Back so soon?
Yes, the guy at the bar suggested to look you up again. You could show me the way to an inn nearby. I could get a room there.
Now. Well, yes, you might. Just be sure not to take any unnecessary turns. Take a left near the stumps just before the forest.
You sound rather cryptic, sir.
I have my guidelines, sir, please. As soon as I will have information about the next train, I will gladly share it with you. But until then, I must say good night.
Not a very friendly Ticketmaster. Not a very friendly Ticketmaster at all. Rather ominous altogether, I would say. So I'm guessing once we get past these trees, there'll be a way forward?
Our hero noticed a path to the left he had not seen before. That's the way.
Okay. What are we going to find down this path? Someone down here.
A tall man, just standing there. Looks like all the weight of this world is on his shoulders.
Don't know if he's standing by a bridge, but... Greg. Are you alright, Greg?
Do I know you?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just that you don't look okay.
Cannot remember the time even.
I'm heading to the inn. Would you like to join me?
This might be my last stop for now.
Mate, I can't leave you like this. What's happened?
You
What's
should
up?
not care, as I don't care.
Doesn't look like you don't care. Quite the opposite.
Now that's exactly how it is. I don't even care if I die today, right here. And as I lay dying here, nobody should care as well.
Just let me buy you a
Well,
drink.
Ain't that a cure I haven't heard of? You go. If it happens we meet again, we can have a drink or two.
Okay. Not in the mood.
Nothing good there.
As our unknown hero says, nothing...
Despite dark windows, there's a feeling that this building is not empty. Far from it.
Is this supposed to be the inn, I wonder?
The fence is broken, but not enough for a grown man to squeeze through it.
Okay, so we can't get through there. We can keep on pushing towards the very ominous building with the gates.
Closed shut, but it could be opened from the other side.
Okay. So we can't get in here just yet, or we haven't found a way just yet. And we have possibly a child playing over here? I'm not entirely sure, but we should... I wonder if we can interact with them. Can we interact with you?
A kid is playing an obviously very elaborate game involving 3 marbles.
Hello.
You are talking to me?
Well, yes I am. How are you, kid?
Sir, are you off the list as well? My, I haven't talked to anyone forever.
The list. I overslept my stop. What do you mean off the list?
Well, there was a fire. We lived there with Mum and Dad. I don't remember how I got out, but afterwards, nobody seemed to notice me. Just those creepy trash collectors. I stayed near the house for a week and then they came. I ran away. It's been a month now.
Who are these creepy trash collectors?
They moved funny and they didn't have eyes. Instead, the eyes were drawn on, you know, like with chalk. At least I think it was like that.
But how have you survived all this time?
I don't know. I can take all I want and nobody notices. I sleep wherever I want. I can even push things over and people don't notice, but that's a bad thing to do.
So what is this list about?
I really don't know what it means. I just heard, while running away, one of those trash men saying that I must be off the list.
That's quite a story. Would you care to join me? I'm on the way to the hotel down the road.
I'll find you later, okay? Now, I need to meet someone. He's small and alone and he's my only friend. He likes to hang out around the tracks and I haven't seen him for a while.
That's ominous. I wonder if we can follow the kid. I think perhaps maybe these trash collectors are a little ominous and creepy generally, and the whole situation is ominous and creepy. I certainly think, however, that perhaps something's not quite right here. I'm just going to go back and check on the man who we spoke to earlier. I'm wondering if he's still out and about, and maybe the... Is the man still there? Man's still there. Okay. We'll try to find the kid later, but I think we need to keep on pushing towards this inn now, and hopefully try to get some answers to what's a very confusing, very... I think these trash collectors have to be maybe collecting people and hiding them somewhere. It's very hard to sort of judge what the situation is in this sort of small town with clearly a very dark secret happening somewhere behind it. What the case is and why this has happened, we just don't know. But we have to keep pushing forward. We have to find something to do here. But we want to stay the night. We don't want to... We want to keep pushing on into the darkness. Who else have we found?
The lake was as calm as this night, but something, as with everything else lately, felt off.
Absolutely. A lot of this feels off. The flickering
Something
lighthouse.
there. It's been a long day.
Flickering lighthouse in the background.
Nice boat. No use without the oars, though.
Can't use the boat for anything useful. God, such a gorgeous art style, it really is. It's creating such an eeriness inside me, and it really is such a great atmosphere built of this game. But what is going on?
What is this?
Still have not found this mysterious inn.
A beautiful, semi-transparent woman's face appears in the air, like there wasn't enough strangeness already.
Are you not talking to me again? Oh, come on, don't be such a baby. I am right here and just for you.
Who are you, and do I know you?
Does he know me? Yes, you silly. Too good for my liking, I guess. Oh, what is this game you're playing?
Ma'am?
I am 5 years younger than you, so don't you dare to ma'am me. You don't speak like that to other close friends, don't you?
What is happening?
Talk to me. That could happen. Oh, no, you do not. Hey, baby.
Try and ignore the creepy woman in our heads. Maybe we went through a divorce? Maybe that's who... Oh. Establishment. Let's keep on going up.
Okay. Guess this is the establishment up on that hill. A somewhat pleasing view of civilization, so to speak.
Hello, second Tom. You both have the same name. Evening.
Good evening.
Have we met?
I don't think so. What will you be having?
Do you have a twin brother? Because we've met Tom before at the first bar.
I would say no. Sir, could we change the subject?
Okay. How are things here?
Pretty quiet, I would say. Not that it's something unusual.
And do you have a room for rent?
Cannot say. The owner left in the morning and still hasn't been back. Weird, if you ask me, but that's not my business, really.
Got anything for sale?
I can get you a beer, some whiskey, even milk, if that's your fancy. First one on the house.
I feel like we're a whiskey type of chap, so glass of the strong one, please. Okay, we got ourselves a whiskey. Excuse us. Speak to this chap out on the balcony.
What a view. Don't you think?
So, hello, who are you? Well,
Yes,
quite.
Quite a view. You're right, my dear friend. So, what brings you here? Your version.
Fell asleep on the train.
Oh, so you met the ticket guy. Nice fellow, very helpful. The most human thing around here, if you ask me.
I've got lost and I was hoping to get a room here for the morning.
There's more to this place than you can imagine, my friend. Look, this view over the lake. Don't you think there's something odd there?
Looking for a room. Strange folks you've got here.
Yes! Yes! Friend, I'll tell you straight. You won't find a room here or anywhere else this evening. And since this is a fact, I just enjoy the night, man.
So no one's giving me straight answers. Nothing can be certain, and most definitely no one can know everything.
Hey, not saying I know it all. The night is long, but one thing is for certain. This establishment, apart from Tom's little business there, is closed. Shut. Unavailable. I have a room there myself. No way to get in. The proprietor is away. See? With all the keys.
Any suggestions as to what I could do or should do?
Well, there might be a way. Did you see that unfriendly place on the way here? That's where the boss of this fine establishment disappeared to. Since morning now.
So we have to go to the creepy house. Got it. Down to the creepy house. There we go. Made it down the stairs. And back to the creepy house. I wonder if we'll see the child or... Was it Mark we saw? I think it was Mark we saw. Slowly trotting down the hill. No one wants to give us a clear answer as to what's happening, what's going on. And I imagine we're going to see more of the creepy lady in the sky soon. Something's happened. Who are you?
Hello. So, how have you been? You know, I missed you.
Fine.
Fine. You always said that.
We did. Okay. She's disappeared now. Clearly having some form of vision or remembrance of our past. Here she appears again.
Hello. All that has been.
Greg's girl. I am sorry.
I am too.
Okay. Whoever Greg's girl is.
If you just changed a little bit. With self-pity and...
I have changed.
I gave up on you. I almost gave up on everything. And no, he is not.
So, potential girlfriend or someone? We're clearly having a vision here of something.
Greg, it's not that I did not love you. I tried to.
So we have learned our hero's name, Greg. Isn't that a thing you either commit to or don't?
Committing to what? You being out all the time?
Okay, so clearly we were fairly absent at home.
I am sorry.
Me too. Maybe sometime we could talk again.
Later. Much later.
Okay, so the mysterious girlfriend, or perhaps daughter, has disappeared. We're now on the train. So the conductor said, why not? Why not what?
Why not have an adventure for a change?
What are you talking about?
You know, some say that there's adventures where you can meet yourself. Wouldn't that be nice, eh?
Again? What do you mean?
I am the heart and soul of this train, man. The one with the power to let someone in, or not.
Okay, yes, that you have. Do you have any other powers?
Yes, you see, this is not your ordinary train. Even if it looks like the usual one you take every weekday after work. See any familiar faces?
Well, when you say that, it did feel odd. What is this, and how do you know that I take this train every day?
That's one of my powers. I don't know everything by any means, but I sure do know things that matter.
What do you mean by meeting myself?
Literally, or not. There's always a choice in these things.
It's very cryptic.
True, true. At least not a smart person. But smarts are not the only thing, you know. Sometimes you have to let things flow.
I think you just need to leave me alone, mate.
Hey, no need to get hostile. I'm just a conductor. It just so happens that I'm the conductor of your life while you're on this train. Friend, I mean no harm.
I'm tired. I've had a long day at work.
And you probably don't want an even longer night, right? I guess. But what if your whole life could change? Or someone else's?
Someone else's. Don't go down that road, sir. I'm trying hard enough as it is.
Redemption.
So what is this adventure? Otherwise it sounds like you want to either marry me or sell me drugs.
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
quite the dream we're in. What is happening and why is all this occurring? So we're back at the farm now. We've clearly done something. This chap is now sitting down.
At
Nothing
first
of this
glance,
sort.
it might seem that
Let's
the
just
man
wait
is
for this
just
dream
sitting
to be
down
over.
and having a breather. But upon touching his shoulder, it becomes clear that it's now just a shell. The life is gone. Was there ever a way to save it? The fragile soul, shattered into pieces, has left the body in search for answers elsewhere.
Okay, so that clearly has not worked. And clearly that man has... clearly something is happening here which is causing issues, whatever that might be. I wonder if we can get inside this building as before. And that's where the person was said to disappear to. This old farm building.
Closed shut, but it could be opened from the other side.
So still we still can't get inside. I guess what we do is make our way back to the train. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount else that we can do. Perhaps we might meet the child on the way out. Whatever that may be, or whatever that has happened. We don't know what's occurring here, but clearly something has affected the people here, and is also we're clearly also affected by things ourselves. Whether that be a marriage or a long lost daughter, or a broken marriage, probably. Okay. We're back here. We're back at the bar. With Tom. The first Tom.
Nothing of
Drinks,
the sort.
no chatty chat.
Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Okay. So nothing we can do with the bar. I guess we go back and meet the chap at the beginning now, the conductor. Oh, sorry, the ticket master. The conductor's talking to us in our head. Because this is technically a dream, or something similar to that. It might be a vision, or something along those lines. I really do not have much idea. What I would say is this game is very beautiful. The artwork, the music, the atmosphere. It's drawing me in.
Nothing of the sort.
In the morning.
Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
So the ticket master doesn't want to speak to us. Could head back to the train, I suppose. The child. I thought the child might be waiting for us here.
Hey,
Nothing of
sir.
the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Did you find your friend?
Oh, he's here. We saw each other. I just wish he could come closer and I could touch him again.
Potentially the conductor of the train? Some are just cautious people.
I guess. But since he already let me once, I figured maybe we could be friends.
Okay. I have a favour to ask you.
For me? I don't know.
I need someone to open the gates of the house over there.
That's a spooky place. I don't know.
It is a spooky place.
I don't think it would change much if I wouldn't.
Any ideas of how to safely get down
That
there?
rope of mine should be somewhere. Not a whole lot of people come here. There's an old hag in the old house. I think my friend is from there. Didn't like it.
Okay. Could we try lure him out?
I tried, and I cannot offer him much. Once tried to get milk from one place, but it went bad so quickly.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
Okay. So the child... What is going on in this place? Clearly something's going on. What that is, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we've met the two Toms, and there's clearly something going on there, given they allegedly don't know each other. Maybe we can try and get a milk from the first Tom to give to the kid to lure this person in. Or we could try and find that coil of rope. I, however, I have a feeling that rope might be in use when we get back.
Nothing
Drinks,
of the sort.
no chatty chat.
Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Do you happen to have a rope by any chance?
You probably mean that old thing I found. Yes, take it.
Okay, we've got the rope. Let's go back to the child now that we have the rope. And see what we can do. We can help the child get down onto the tracks. Or us onto the tracks, I just don't know. It's somewhat hard to tell. All we can do is keep pushing on further and further into whatever this dream is. Or this reality. It's hard to tell the difference. It's almost blurring somewhat. We seem to never... You could almost say that one would never get off the train. It's an endless train. What an incredible, incredible game. We've got the rope. We can go down. We're in the plains now.
A huge wheat field. While it does look clean and looked after, there is no sign of any sort of farming machinery.
Oh, that's a dark image. A dog.
While the house looks old, it also has a vibe of being looked after. Is that a dog?
It's not one that... It's not anymore. There's plenty of flies hanging around it. There's an old lady here. The old hag.
Nothing of the sort.
What do we have
Let's just
here?
wait for this dream
Hello,
to be over.
dear.
Hello. Is that a dead dog you have hanging there?
What is dead, my dear? An empty jar of jelly? There is no value in that. Well, except for glass aficionados, of course.
Corpse is a corpse.
Come now. Don't be so dramatic, child. It's a reality. Like that chicken you ate at dinner. A vessel. A shell. It's just a vessel. A shell.
Cozy place you have here.
Thank you. Thank you. And you are very welcome here, my son.
Just passing
Everything
through.
is written. Where are you coming from, and most importantly, where are you heading? It's just a matter of knowing.
I don't know where I am, actually, apart from the name.
Bytown, yes. So many meanings can be enclosed in this name. This town has many owners, and all of them are playing their own game. Apart from regular folks, of course. Poor souls.
Why poor souls?
What else can you call people who spend their lives just being fodder? They cry, they suffer, they yearn, just to be another meal on someone else's plate.
Okay. I don't know whether I'm awake or not.
Oh, the world might be different, but you are certainly awake, son. Oh, and what is world?
Thank you for your time. I think I should head off before I get abducted by you or something similar. Can we not go further this way? Okay, it seems we cannot go further this way. Now, what is going on? We've met the child, we've met the old hag, the train conductor. Maybe we should try to talk to you some more.
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
She doesn't want to talk much anymore.
When you talk to someone, when that someone is polite and friendly, and you still feel like your soul has been scraped with a dirty spoon, let's get out of here.
We can get out of here. We've been trying to get out of this dream, this maze, this train for quite some time now. Where are we headed? Can we speak to the child again now that we've spoken to the lady?
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Oh.
Okay, so we might need to go get some milk for him. I'm guessing we will head back through the station and see what else we can find. I'm guessing the ticket master won't have anything to say to us. He never does.
Nothing of the sort.
In the morning.
Let's just wait for this.
I'm trying to pass the time, but we can't seem to do so. And why that is, I'm not sure. We've already found that we can't go to the bar. So let's head back down this way. See who else we can find.
At
Nothing
first
of the
glance,
sort.
it might seem that
Let's
the
just
man
wait
is
for this
just
dream
sitting
to be
down
over.
and having a breather. But upon touching his shoulder, it
Okay, that's just the same thing we had before with Greg. Let's keep on pushing here and see what else we can find. We can't get into the farm because the child won't help us. But perhaps we can get some milk. It's bizarre because clearly this is some form of reality, but I can't quite work out if it's a dream or sort of alternate reality that our hero Greg is trying to conjure up, or trying to use to sort of cover up from another form of things. You know, it's a very intriguing game, and it's obviously very plot driven, and it's got a very intricate plot. I just can't particularly work out what that plot might be. Heading back up this way. Might speak to the lady in the sky again. We still can't get on the boat, of course. But what can we do? How can we get either a room, or can we get the child? If we go get the child some milk, is that going to help? Because we asked for some whiskey. Is she going to appear again? It seems not. Is anything else going to happen? So the same thing happened when we came up the hill. Something happened with those ghosts. Or whatever the... apparitions, whatever they may be. Let's see if we can go speak to Tom too. See if we can get some milk.
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Okay. So we can't speak to the chap on the balcony.
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Beer, some whiskey, even...
Let's get some milk. So we've got some milk, that's good. I'm guessing we can't go in this door or push further. Seems not. It's all rather odd. I think we'll go see if we can give this milk to the child. And after that, well, who knows? If we can get the child to like us, then we might get what we need. What a odd game this is. In a good way, I just can't work my head around some of the finer details. And I wish I could, because it's such an amazing story. It's such an in-depth story for a demo, and well, I believe it's a fairly sort of one-man studio game from memory. But I may be wrong. You know, I don't know that. It could be one way or the other. I just don't know. But we're going to keep pushing here. Keep pushing to see if we can find a way forward. I think we're going to go try and give this milk to the child. And if not, then run out of ideas and I'll be stuck on this endless train pulled by the conductor for quite some time yet. We don't have the oars to get in the boat, so we can't go there. But we do have the milk. There's a keep on pushing up this hill. Can we not go back that way? And there we go. Back at the farm. We also have this tree, but I don't know quite what we can do with it. And we still can't make it inside this house just yet. What can we do to push forward? What can we do to make some progress? Because everyone's not speaking to us, or if they do, they speak in strange ways and don't give us any real answers. And I wonder why that is. We'll be passing Greg again shortly, but Greg doesn't seem to be in the mood to do anything, or talk, or anything of the sort, really. Of course... Oh, hang on. Greg. I thought we were Greg, but we met Greg's... We met Greg's friend, didn't we? Greg's girl, didn't we? So either we're playing as Greg, or we are... You know, we're sort of Greg's ghost, or perhaps we're... I don't know, maybe Death. It's somewhat hard to tell, given that Greg is now... You know, we met Greg's girlfriend, or perhaps daughter. But we also see Greg sitting there by himself. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We need to go back to the train station. There's a lot to uncover here and a lot to think about. Back to the station, and what can we find? Can we give the child some milk? Because we have some milk. And I'm hoping maybe this will convince the child to help us in the creepy mansion house or farm, whatever it's called.
Hey,
Nothing
sir.
of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
I've got some milk. We can try and get him out that way.
Oh boy, yes, let's do that, sir.
Okay.
Milk is taken out and poured into a saucer-shaped crack in the concrete platform. After some time, a little kitten shows up, slowly stepping out of the bushes. He is as black as the blackest night and has big green eyes. Slowly, he walks up and drinks. Our hero and kid sit there in silence for a while and just look at how the little cat drinks. Leaving the basin half empty, the cat comes up to the kid and gives him a little bump with his head, and then scurries off.
Do you have a name for this kitten?
Oh no. Sir, you know any good cat names?
I've got 2 cats, but none of those call those names. Let's say Behemoth. Behemoth even.
Yes, that's a good name.
Oh, I hear a ding ding on the train. I have a favour to ask you.
For me? I don't know.
Can you open the gates for me?
Well, you did help me with the cat. Yes, but quick. That's a nasty place.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, we need to follow the child, but the child's much quicker than us, especially if we're walking at this slow pace that we are. But we know what to do. We know where to go, which is wonderful, because I was struggling to make progress there for a little bit. But we've helped the kid, and we found the little cat. So that little cat has saved us, as we can now go find what's happening inside this barn. This creepy barn. So we're going to be passing Greg again in a second. I'm really intrigued by Greg's story and to see what's going on with Greg's girlfriend or daughter, whichever one, and how we fit into this story as well. Because by this point Greg is not in the mood to talk or do anything. But clearly there is something going on with his story. Hopefully the child has got through the gates. Or go through the fence and has he unlocked the gates? The gates are open, but no sign of the child. No sign of the child at all. We move inside the creepy mansion. The lobby. And it's pitch dark.
Dark and humid, tiled floor, somewhat slippery. Only a distant light at the end of a seemingly endless and empty corridor. Let's be quiet.
Okay.
Are those screams of some sort? Muffled like they're locked behind 1,000 doors. Like ones you cannot actually hear, just feel.
Clearly something's happening. We found a lady.
Desk with piles and piles of paper folders, color-coded. Stains from wine glasses on every sheet. And a person enclosed in the stench of 100 armpits.
Can we speak to you?
Nothing of the sort. Let's just wait for this dream to be over.
Yes? Who are you?
I'm looking for the proprietor of the local establishment.
Never mind that. I'm asking you again. Who are you?
It's not easy to gather your thoughts when you see a woman with a glass of wine in one hand and a cigar in the other, who is dressed in nothing but a bikini and has decorated herself in obviously fake jewelry.
My God, these dumb creatures. What are you doing here? How did you get in? Don't stare at me like that. What is your number? Marcus? Marcus!
Okay, so we've met the accountant lady. And it seems that is the end of GRUNND's demo. So it seems that different things can happen. It seems that Greg passed away or died. I think perhaps he wasn't in a very good way. And we did meet the old hag and have a chat. It does suggest then that we could perhaps save Greg if we chose different talking options or different dialogue choices. You know, whatever may be the case, we'll just have to try again another time. But this has been GRUNND. This has been their demo. I'm going to keep an eye on this because this is a really atmospheric and really intense game. I'd really love to feature it again on the channel once there's a bit more. I think there's a planned release for Q4 2021, but I can't remember. It is on Steam, so I'll put a link down there in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this probably rather long one-off video of GRUNND. And thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.